Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the South Florida Bulls taking on the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Owls offense will go on the attack first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game.
Turning it on! Smashes through the tackle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Owls want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Trying play action. Looking down the middle. Basic connection. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Young. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to pass. It's Douglas. Caught in the backfield. It's Hilton. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel-type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking for a man. It's Douglas. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Temple lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the returner will be dragged down. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brooks. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Quick completion to the right. What a cut. Now he's loose. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marked it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Brooks. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Florida. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or...
Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Hilton. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Temple lines up quickly. Looking downfield, it's Douglas. Fires left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make...
He's got it at the 15. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So you get stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Grab near the marker. It's Nimrod. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Catch is made at the 15. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process, and now what you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Young. There he goes. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. Looking to throw, it's Douglas. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Floating away. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. He splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Nimrod. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Line is set on third down. Off the play fake. Snagged in the middle, it's Gibson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Grover. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in College Station. They're trailing by 25 to Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, they're trailing in this game late, and the defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on fourth down.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. They want that clock to run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Bulls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Plucks it out of the air. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulls. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Douglas. Lets it go. Complete to the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Dowling. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Chase. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. They're working that left side. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.